Hello there, trumpet players. So today we're going to play through measures 25 to 43. This is the meat of this rendition of Shenandoah. This is really where you have melody, especially trumpet 1. Trumpet 1, this is very important for you. Trumpet 2, you play more of a support role, but also you're mimicking the melody in a lot of ways. And we'll talk about that. But what I'm going to do at the beginning right now, I expect you as always to pause, go warm up before you approach this video. Play your scales, you know how to do that. Use one of the previous warm-ups we've worked with, and then come back. I will play once through trumpet 1 with the recording, once through trumpet 2 with the recording. We'll talk about some of the details that you need to pay attention to while you practice this section, and then we'll play it once more with the recording. So the recording is at about 80 beats per minute, give or take. We'll play it at 60 as well, and then your homework will be to submit it with the backing track at about 80 beats per minute. So here it is. I'm starting at about 1 minute and 10 seconds, coming up, and I will start on the pickup right before measure 25, the sol, do, do, do. Okay, here we go. Stop right there. So that is the trumpet 1 part. Here's the trumpet 2 part, same section. And there is measure 43 for trumpet 2. So let's take a look at trumpet 1 first. Talk a little bit about this. Most important things here is maintaining tonality, maintaining your in-tuneness at the top of your range. You have a lot of this high D that you're sitting on for a good amount of this section. Let me make this highlighter a little bit thicker. This high D is kind of a very, well, not kind of, it definitely is an important note as far as your melody goes, right? It's La in the scale. That's a very important note. It sits right around there. So you have sol, do, 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 re, mi, fa, la, sol. Your melody's sitting on that La. Super important. Get used to sitting on it and keeping it in tune. It's going to be a reach, but if you adjust your mouthpiece, remember when you're going for high notes, scoot it up your lips a little bit to get a clearer high note. It's going to be a little thin at the beginning, but you can work on that. Now, other things to pay attention to. Slurs. Right? That is measure 26, 27, 28. You have a lot of these melodic phrasing marks, which are really slurs. So you should not be using your tongue at all when you play these sections. Keep them nice and smooth and connected. So we have 43, 31, 28. So get used to really not articulating. We don't want da 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 da. We want ba, right? And breath marks. So we have sol do do do, re mi fa la sol. Breathe. Sol do re mi sol la. Breathe. Sol la sol. Mi, sol, breathe. Sol, sol, la, 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 sol, mi, re, do. I guess you can breathe in the la, la, la. Breathe. Sol, mi, re, do. Breathe. Do, re, mi. Breathe. Do, re, la, sol. Then obviously you can breathe right before that last section, the do, re, mi, do, re, do. But do not breathe right before measure 43. We don't breathe during transitions, right? So those are all the breath marks. Let's play it with the metronome at 60 beats per minute. Then we will switch over to trumpet 2. Okay, starting pick up to 25. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, ba, 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 right? Okay, here we go. Pick up to 25. 1, 2, 3. There's trumpet 1 at 60 beats per minute, right? So keep it nice and smooth. These really long, stretch the colors here, you have some really long laws right there, right? That D lasts 5 beats. Really holding that out and making sure that you're not wavering on pitch, this one as well, is going to be super important to the success of this melody. You are right at the top. You're higher than the flutes here. So really lean into that. Trumpet 2. What we're going to talk about, a lot of the same things. Everything I just said to trumpet 1 about slurring, every time you have that slur. You don't have anything higher than a B flat, so try to keep your sound nice and round. Trumpet 1 is going to be very piercing at the top, it's supposed to be, but your sound is supposed to be nice and round and warm. And you get a really cool feature at 33, the ba, 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 ba. That's actually with the trombones and the euphoniums. So, really lean into that section. You have a bunch of accents there too, right? Be strong with those. Da, 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 da. Right? That section, push yourself in front of trumpet 1 if you can. Okay? Here we go. 25 pickups to 25. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. right? And let me draw in some breath marks for you. So you have sol, do, 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 breath. Re, mi, fa, fa, mi, breath. Mi, do, re, mi, do, la, fa, breath. Mi, fa, mi, do, mi, breath. Mi, re. Oh, sorry, let me turn off the metronome. Mi, la, ti, do, re, mi, breath. Ti, sol, la, do, re, do, breath, do, ti, do, breath, do, do, re, mi, and that's all the breaths you need, because then you end. Alright, so here we go. I'm going to play it once each time. I'm going to start with trumpet 2 now, because that's the one we just heard. Then I'm going to play it with trumpet 1's part, and then I will set you off to do your own practice. Here we go. Playing along with the backing track, I'm starting it at 1 minute and 10 seconds. Okay. Trumpet 2 first. Okay, there's trumpet 2, and for the last time through, here's trumpet 1. Please play along with the other part. If you are trumpet 1, you should be playing along with the trumpet 2 part to hear how it compares to yours, and if you are trumpet 2, you should be playing with the trumpet 1 part. Okay, here we go. Trumpet 1. Your parts for trumpet 1 and trumpet 2, measures 25 to 43. This is the most interesting part of the song for you guys, which does mean it's the most difficult. Those things usually go hand in hand. You carry a lot of melody, you carry a lot of counter melody, the weight of the piece is on your shoulders for this section. So really put in some time, and I'm excited to see how you guys sound when we come back in person and we can get this all fitting together later next month. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Happy practicing.